Welcome to my IELTS Writing Task 2 playlist. In this video, I'm going to share with you a model Band 9 essay. This is the question that the essay will answer. Education is a fundamental human right and should be accessible to all, regardless of individual financial circumstances. So let's just check that we understand this. Education is a fundamental human right. Fundamental means essential, crucial, and it should be accessible to all. So that means that everybody can have it. And then this is important, regardless of individual financial circumstances. So what that means is it doesn't matter how rich or poor you are, you should have access to education. And then, so that is the context. Here is the question. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? This means, how much do I agree with the statement? It's not asking me if I am completely against it or completely in favour of it, but how much do I agree with it? The essay will be a minimum 250 words. Here is my plan. This is going to be a 4-part essay structure. I'm going to have an introduction with the context from the question, and then I will state my opinion in the introduction. Paragraph 2 will be points in favour of free education. Paragraph 3, points against it, and then there will be a conclusion. Let's dive in. This is my introduction. Education plays a pivotal role in shaping both individuals and society, prompting some to advocate for its universal accessibility irrespective of financial circumstances. Let me explain exactly what this sentence is saying. We have the first part. Education plays a pivotal role in shaping both individuals and society. This is the main part of our sentence. To play a pivotal role means it is very important. And actually, we would say to play a pivotal role in, and then we need a verb in the ing form, the gerund form. So it plays a pivotal role shaping individuals and members of society. And then I have 2 adverbials. The first one is prompting some to advocate for its universal accessibility. Prompting means giving them the idea. And then to advocate for means to argue for, to support. And universal accessibility, universal means for everyone. And then we have this part of the sentence, irrespective of. It means it doesn't matter. Financial circumstances. Now I am going to have this sentence where I give my opinion. While I strongly support the idea that education should be available to all, that's a subordinate clause. So I strongly support this idea. Because remember, it's asking me to what extent. And then here is the main clause. I also acknowledge. Acknowledge is another way of saying you accept, you see it. The significant challenges that governments encounter in providing a fully free educational system. To recap, this is the context. This really is taken from the question. And then this is my opinion that I'm going to demonstrate in the essay. This paragraph is the argument in favour of free education. Firstly, ensuring that education is accessible to everyone has the potential to alleviate poverty and enhance individuals' life prospects. Great verb here, to alleviate, means to improve and make better. The verb to alleviate, if there is a problem, a serious problem, and you are making it better, you are making it less serious, we can use this verb to alleviate. So it works well with poverty. And then we have another verb to enhance, which I have used in my other IELTS essay videos. Check out the playlist. Enhance means to make better, something that is improved upon. Notice this apostrophe. Here, individuals is a plural noun. When you have a plural noun and you want to show possession, you put the apostrophe at the end. Life prospects means what they are going to do in their lives. An educated population is more likely to secure, great verb, it means to obtain. Rewarding employment. Rewarding means something that is satisfying and fulfilling. Thereby, I could also say therefore or thus, uplifting their economic status. In other words, making them richer. For instance, nations with high literacy and education levels typically exhibit stronger employment markets, which in turn stimulates economic growth. Exhibit, this verb means to demonstrate or to show, and at the end of this sentence, because this sentence has a fronted adverbial, for instance, and then it has a relative clause at the end, which in turn means because of something, stimulates economic growth. So it creates more jobs. Moreover, fronted adverbial, education empowers individuals to take informed decisions regarding their health and family planning, contributing to the overall well-being of society. So this sentence, regarding, it means about, and then contributing to the overall well-being of society. That is a great adverbial to use at the end of the sentence. Informed decisions. An informed decision is a decision that you make when you have full information, an informed decision. Paragraph 3 is the argument against. Well, not necessarily against, actually. As you will see, I'm not against it, I just recognise that it has challenges. Nevertheless, the ambition of providing completely free education is fraught with financial difficulties. If something is fraught with something, it means it's full of a particular problem. I advise you to look up this expression, it's great. However, you may need to see more examples to fully understand it. Establishing schools, compensating teachers, and acquiring essential resources such as textbooks and technology demand significant government expenditure. Significant government expenditure means a lot of money is spent. Compensating here means paying. We could have said educators as well, because if we're talking about university, then we don't just mean teachers. So that would be a way to improve this essay that I've just realised now. Many governments, particularly in developing nations, struggle to allocate adequate funds for these purposes. To struggle to means to find it difficult. To allocate is to give a share of something. Adequate means sufficient or enough. Insufficient funding can lead to overcrowded classrooms and a shortage of qualified teachers, ultimately compromising the quality of education. This adverbial here, ultimately compromising the quality of education, to compromise means that you are causing it problems, to compromise something. In such cases, implementing nominal fees or permitting private institutions to coexist may serve to enhance educational standards. Implementing means putting into practice, and a nominal fee, it's just a small fee. It's not a great amount, just a nominal fee, just to cover the costs. As I said earlier, this paragraph, it's not completely against free education. I'm not disagreeing with it. I'm actually just pointing out that although it is a wonderful idea, it does have some practical issues. Sometimes you will see an essay of this type where one paragraph is completely for and one paragraph is completely against. And this is a great example essay because it is showing you that you have to adapt sometimes. In conclusion, while the principle of providing affordable and accessible education is commendable, delivering it entirely free for all presents formidable challenges. In conclusion, a fronted adverbial. Here we have a subordinate clause. While, meaning although, the principle, the idea of providing affordable and accessible education is commendable. Commendable means that it is a really good idea, it's a good thing, and it's something to be proud of. That is a commendable idea. And then we have delivering it entirely free presents formidable challenges. This is my second paragraph, why I think it's a good idea. And this is my third paragraph that actually it does have real-life challenges. Governments should strive to bolster educational opportunities to the fullest extent possible. To strive to means to make a great effort to do something. To bolster means to make strong in the best condition possible, and to the fullest extent possible, to the highest possible standards, the best quality. Like in my last video, I have used a semicolon. If you have two related sentences, you can use a semicolon to link them. After a semicolon, we do not use a capital letter. However, some degree of financial contribution from families may still be necessary to maintain quality and sustainability in the education sector. Some degree of means some level of. Financial contribution, a donation. And then this is really important, sustainability. If you're going to maintain something into the future, it must be sustainable. So the sustainability of the education sector is key. I want to share with you an analysis of this essay. So an analysis for Band 9 characteristics. So this essay, this response exemplifies Band 9 for several reasons. The task response. So the essay, it fully addressed the question with a comprehensive argument, and it was well developed and it was insightful, and it gave strong examples and implications. If you go back to the start of this video and you look at the question again, you will see how my essay has fully answered that. Coherence and cohesion. So the ideas flowed logically and there was sophisticated use of cohesive devices. Cohesive devices are the fronted adverbials, pronouns and synonyms. There was varied sentence structure. There was examples of complex sentences with a subordinate clause and a main clause. There were some sentences that stood on their own. Lexical resource, so the vocabulary was precise, varied and appropriate for the topic. And I was showcasing a broad range of topic-specific language and expressions. The grammatical range and accuracy, so this response employs or shows complex sentence structures with high grammatical accuracy, demonstrating full control of language. I am now going to read the essay without stopping in one go so that you can see it for a final time. This essay will be available as a PDF document with all of my other Band 9 essays. Check out the description of this video for a link. Education plays a pivotal role in shaping individuals and society, prompting some to advocate for its universal accessibility, irrespective of financial circumstances. While I strongly support the idea that education should be available to all, I also acknowledge the significant challenges that governments encounter in providing a fully free educational system. Firstly, ensuring that education is accessible to everyone has the potential to alleviate poverty and enhance individuals' life prospects. An educated population is more likely to secure rewarding employment, thereby uplifting their economic status. For instance, nations with high literacy and education levels typically exhibit stronger employment markets, which in turn stimulates economic growth. Moreover, education empowers individuals to take informed decisions regarding their health and family planning, contributing to the overall well-being of society. Nevertheless, the ambition of providing completely free education is fraught with financial difficulties. Establishing schools, compensating teachers, and acquiring essential resources such as textbooks and technology demand significant government expenditure. Many governments, particularly in developing nations, struggle to allocate adequate funds for these purposes. Insufficient funding can lead to overcrowded classrooms and a shortage of qualified teachers, ultimately compromising the quality of education. In such cases, implementing nominal fees or permitting private institutions to coexist may serve to enhance educational standards. In conclusion, while the principle of providing affordable and accessible education is commendable, delivering it entirely free for all presents formidable challenges. Governments should strive to bolster educational opportunities to the fullest extent possible. However, some degree of financial contribution from families may still be necessary to maintain quality and sustainability in the education sector. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it useful. If you did, please give it a like because that really helps me with the algorithm. If you would like to support me further, you can check out my Patreon page where for less than a cup of coffee, you can support me each month to create videos like this. There is a link in the description. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.